Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another try for Slay the Spire. Still trying our Ironclad playthrough, and came very close last episode. We just missed it just barely on the last boss, but we're still missing some of the key cards that you get as you experience up, because as I said in the first episode, I kind of just started a brand new kind of save, like a completely brand new thing, just to kind of get back into things, and so we don't have any of the cool new cards that you get as you get more experience, things like that. So we got a few of those at the end of last episode, so maybe some of those will show up and help us out a little bit. We also have the whale here, which is pretty awesome. I don't really like losing the starting artifact for this guy. I like this guy's starting artifact a lot. Could lose all the gold against max HP, which is kind of interesting. I'm probably thinking of just grab a relic. You know, why not? It's got to be decent, right? We got 7 at max HP without having to spend any gold on it. Alright, that's fair. Let's see here. I mean, first instinct, you know, we've got a few question marks over here that might be a decent path. We do have a boss here. We can always come up to this question mark. If we have health, go ahead and go for the boss and kind of go that direction. Well, we don't really have a good campfire around here. Suppose if we don't have the health, we come over here, fight this fight, and go for the campfire at the very least. We could also just go this direction, try and get a boss there, and campfire, then boss. That might be reasonable. Maybe come over here on this left side after that, be able to pick up a shop and some question marks and things. Something like that might be right. So if we follow this all the way back down, probably go through this question mark. Probably do the question mark before the fight here. Just, you know, why not? Either way, it's a question mark, then a fight. Or a fight and a question mark is the thing here. So let's just start over here on this right side. I think that's going to be what's best for us. And, well, he starts off not attacking, so we'll go ahead and just do as much damage as we can. Get the vulnerability on him. If we get a couple of attacks here, he's going to be pretty close to dead. Since we can absorb 6 points of health, we might as well just go out on the damage, and then we'll kill him next turn, and he'll completely back up. I think that will work out just fine. Assuming we draw any attacks, which we did. It's very unlikely that we would have drawn 0 attacks. Alright, and it starts. Random 3 random damage to... Sorry. 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. It's pretty good. Twin Strike's pretty good. So this one's 9 damage. This one's basically 10 damage. So this one's maybe slightly better, but just only for 1 target, whereas this one's for multiple targets. I mean, this one gets a little bit more benefit from strength than this one, but they both get a decent benefit from strength. I think I'm going to pick up Twin Strikes and be pretty happy with that. Go ahead and take the question mark first. Remove a card from our deck? Sure, why not? Tempted to remove the Bash. Just keep a cheap, you know, small deck. We got Twin Strike now, let's go ahead and remove one of the strikes. I think that's going to be okay. I'd rather have Twin Strike than the strike anyway, so I think that's a good swap. Alright, well, we do want to at least defend a little bit here, so probably just defend twice and attack once. I think that will work. He is only defending up, so we'll go ahead and put the vulnerability on him. Go ahead and use the Twin Strike, since that is better for us. And actually, reasonably, we could. I was going to say we could kill him this turn, but I forgot about the shield. That's what he had coming up. We're not going to have... Let me see, 8... No, we're not going to have the stuff to kill him anyway. So, we'll defend twice. Only take 4 points of damage. Do a little bit of damage, get rid of the shield, whatever. A little bit of damage past that. So we got 13 health left, and so we have a really good chance of killing him here. So say if we get anything halfway decent. He is dead. Healed back up to full. I'm pretty happy with that. Hemokinesis. Lose 3 HP, deal some damage. That's a lot of damage. Pretty big fan of Iron Wave. It's just good block, good damage in general. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, this one could come along a lot, though. I mean, we're having a decent number of attacks right now. It's a lot of damage. But there's also going to be a lot of times where it just is unplayable. So, I don't know. I think I'll pick up Iron Wave. I think Iron Wave is just a pretty good balance card for us. I'm going to go ahead and come over to this question mark. We are still full health. Alright, so we got a fight here. come out of this with full health. We may go for the boss things. Would be good to get these guys to curl up, so I'm glad we have Iron Wave here. Go ahead and just pop it on one of you guys. Get a little bit of shield. Go ahead and block here, and then we'll go ahead and get you to curl up as well. Take a little bit of damage, but should be fine. If we get 2 attacks, they're dead, so we're done. It's very unlikely that we're not going to get the 2 attacks that we need. Well, I said 2 attacks. I guess we were 1 short if it was just pure strikes. Entrench. It's an interesting one. Thunderclap. A little bit of AE. Draw 1 card. Put a card from your hand on the top of the... onto the top of your draw pile. It's a little early for Entrench to really feel useful. Thunderclap could come in handy. I mean, it's a little bit of AE. I guess we'll pick up Thunderclap. It's fine. I think we're going to be able to get through a couple boss fights. We're full health. Depending on what happens here. I mean, if it's bad, then we ditch, get the campfire, come up here, and then go for that boss fight. So I think this is fine. Get a couple potential relics. These are the guys that split. These guys are usually pretty easy to get through without losing any health, especially if we can pop some vulnerability on them. That is good. So they'll split at, what is it, 40 health or something like that? Right, we're obviously going to do Twin Strike. And so we just need a little bit more. Actually, we can probably just pour in some more damage here. And get them to split relatively low. 20 and 20 is not too bad. And they're not going to do any damage here. That's awesome. So we'll go ahead and do a Thunderclap because that's 8 total damage. And then we will Twin Strike you. And I guess just go ahead and finish you off. We only have 1 to deal with. Get any sort of attacks here, we should be good. Well, we only need to defend once. If this should be enough, right? 9 damage. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I thought I was doing the math right. It's kind of hard to do it right there on the fly. Deal 7 damage, shuffle a daze into your draw pile. It's pretty rough sometimes. Perfected Strike deals 6 damage, deals 2 additional damage for all of your cards containing Strike, which we have a lot of them now, even Twin Strike counts. But I kind of like Promise Strike. I like a little bit of deck manipulation is always pretty nice. So I think we will go for the boss fight. We're full health right now. We can do a campfire immediately after. Get an upgrading, then go right into another boss fight after that. Probably going to take some damage on this fight, to be fair. This is a pretty rough one to not take damage on. And then we're going to get the draw, but I'd like to go ahead and get some vulnerability on him. Then we'll get the draw. I could say it's just going to be another strike anyway. I think that, well, that's fine. We got a decent chunk of damage on him. He punishes you for playing defenses and things like that, so it's going to be a bit rough. Thankfully, this one is an attack, so that is going to help us out quite a bit. And as of right now, we're taking 9 points of damage. I could pop this up. He gains, what, 2 strength, so he'll be doing 16. So basically, we mitigate 3 points of damage every time we block. So if we put this up, he's up to doing 16 damage. We're only blocking 10. I think we just got to pour in the damage as quickly as we can. Be thankful for when the Iron Wave comes along and help us mitigate a little bit. But we're going to take some damage here. That's just the way it is. Faster we can kill him, the better. Probably vulnerable Twin Strike. Just take a full point of damage to the face. Not great, but what you going to do? Get a set up for a better attack this next turn. If we get a couple attacks here, he's done. Again, taking a lot of damage, but we're going to be fine for the next boss fight. Yeah, so he's done here. Actually, not too bad. 70 points of health. Got a frozen egg. Whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it. Very excellent to get that this early in the game. Let's say we'd be looking for a power card right away if we got that. I'm really huge fan of armaments, especially if we can get this upgraded, because it basically acts as an upgrade for all of your other cards. In fact, I don't think we even need to rest here. We're going to smith immediately into this to get it to upgrade all of our cards in our hand for the rest of the combat. It's a really, really good card to get as quickly as you can. Alright, another boss fight. Okay, this one's a little bit rough sometimes, especially since they don't like our vulnerability, but We're going to be able to immediately upgrade all of these cards right away. We'll go ahead and pop this. It's going to pop their thing. That way the next time it comes back around, or could just go ahead and straight defend. But no, we're going to be fine. Go ahead and pop this, get rid of one of their charges, and that way when we get vulnerable again, we can, it'll actually take. Especially if we get that AE vulnerable that we have. Which we did. Thunderclap right there. So if we pop Thunderclap, we have no defense here other than Iron Wave. But that's going to be helpful. Let's pop this to see what we get. It's going to be the same, no matter what we do. We're going to take a big chunk of damage here. That's going to be fine. Mitigate a little bit of damage, since we can't kill him anyway. I think we'll still be fine, though. We'll be able to kill him this next turn, probably. Yeah, definitely can kill him with, guess we'll just do it with Twin Strike for right now. And then we're going to take full amount of damage at this point because we have no defense. But it is what it is. We get through these guys pretty quickly here. Probably taking a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but we're going to go ahead and defend off. Let's start with the Pommel Strike. Let's see what we get. Okay, daze, yay. We could just defend off completely. But you know what? Why not? Let's not take any more damage. There's no reason to take even just a single point of damage at this point. We got these guys where we want them. We're going to be able to split up the attacks, so I was going to say if we get some good stuff here. So that's not enough. So we do need the bash here, which is fine. Guess we'll... It doesn't really matter to do that, to be honest. Oh, I guess this one puts a little bit of damage on the back one. I was thinking the vulnerability is going to go away, but it at least puts a tiny bit of damage back there. Which is something. Alright. I mean, armaments is basically not helpful here. I mean, we're just going to defend out here and not take damage. Which does mean a lot of our attacks are about to start coming back up. Alright, so he's not attacking a bunch of dazes. Wow. Well, at least we got something. Get rid of a bunch of those dazes. About to get 2 more, though. Alright, so Iron Wave at least is going to mitigate some of the damage coming in. Unable to get a kill here. We are going to take 4 points of damage, which is unfortunate, but he is almost guaranteed to be dead next turn. So if we get anything here. Alright, well, took more damage there than I would like, you know, obviously. On a pot of can't pick up, upgrade 2 random attacks. I mean, Twin Strike for sure is great. The other one, you know, the vulnerability, the bash. I mean, if we're going to have it, we might as well have it upgraded. So that's probably, I guess, fine. I'm going to pick up another Iron Wave. I really like the way it flows for the most part. I think we're going to go up this left side. Be able to take a campfire. I know we can do the shop here, but I think the shop up here is going to be just fine. So we'll go up this left side, go to campfire. Red Skull. Interesting. You basically are playing towards having low HP, which we're only 3 points off of having that right now. It's part of the reason why having a lot of hit points can be useful, because then you're still able to be okay in the long run. I mean, I'm tempted to not rest here. In fact, you know what? Why not? Let's just smith here. Iron Wave's pretty good. Pommel, draws 2 cards. Actually, that's really good. Just gives a lot more deck manipulation. Really lets us dig a little bit deeper before we decide what to do. I mean, we want some energy if we're going to have this much card draw, but I think this is going to be a pretty good thing. Alright. Gain 75, lose 11 HP. Oh. I guess. We'll do that. Get some money. We're pretty low, but at least the skull... Oh, I meant the wrong thing. At least the skull's going to kick in here. Well, we're definitely going to start with the armaments. We're going to go Iron Wave to trigger something here. I guess we'll just defend. We're able to kill that guy off. We're able to fully defend all of the damage here. We are getting, like I said, the +3 strength, which is helpful. Alright, so Thunderclap here. It's going to be a good start. Those guys to roll up for now. This will kill either one of you, actually, right? Oh, yeah, easily. So, on that note, let's just kill... This guy's doing the most damage. I'd rather kill the guy in the back, but this guy's doing the most damage. And then we'll just mitigate all your damage. And you should be dead here. Alright, well, we didn't take any extra damage there, at least, so we did heal up a little bit. Clothesline. Apply weak's pretty nice. Reaper, I'm usually a pretty big fan of Reaper. There's almost always somewhere where you can pop it to get some heals. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. We're going to go ahead and go to the shop here. We got a decent amount of money. Feel no pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. We don't really have exhaust tech at the moment. 3 weak, 3 vulnerable to all enemies. It's pretty nice, but we do have the AE vulnerable at the moment, although the weak is also very, very good. Exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards. I mean, this would go good with the Feel No Pain, to be fair. So 3 damage, draw a card. What about any of you guys? Gambling chip can be useful. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. That's actually kind of nice. Medical kit could be interesting. I mean, the removal would be good as well, but, I mean, what would we remove? Honestly, I don't know that we remove anything. If anything, we would remove is like a strike or defend or something like that. Probably just a regular strike. But I'm kind of liking this. Pocket Watch. It's going to really... The removal would help us thin out our deck, but this basically helps us thin out our deck even more if we're in a situation where we're not playing more than 3 cards, which is most of the time. Obviously, if we get some more energy cards, then this may not come up as much, but I think for right now, that could be interesting. Let's play with that. Why not? I haven't actually used the Pocket Watch before, so it's going to be a little different for us. Mummified Hand. Okay, we definitely want to start getting some power cards. That is becoming a thing. We could play with the low strength just because we have all of that. We get the extra strength, but I think we're going to rest here. I think if we get down below 41, or below 43, I mean, that's fine. Give us that extra strength, but I don't think we want to start there. Alright, well, he's obviously starting off... I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to do this Reaper, but we're not going to be able to do it with... Well, we could do Thunderclap into Reaper and get at least some health real quick. Well, let's just start off with a big chunk of vulnerability real quick. We can even add another stack here. Yeah, one more turn of vulnerability is probably going to be slightly better in the long run than the strikes. It's tough to tell for sure, but it's going to be slightly better. Tempted to drink this energy potion to drop the Reaper, but I think we're going to be okay. And plus, since we're playing less than 3 cards, we will get the Pocket Watch to trigger. So it gives us a lot of options here. Now this guy's about to smash our face. Well, we definitely want to upgrade all of our cards. That is a given. I don't know that we need the card draw from Pommel Strike right now. I think we need to defend up as much as possible. I think we're just going to play pure defense, honestly. We're going to take a pretty big hit here, but I think that's the best thing for us right now. Still just outside the range of Red Skull. Alright, so this is a much smaller hit here, for sure. Tempted to do the Reaper. Just do one of the Iron Waves, this Iron Wave up here, just to make sure we're mitigating all the damage, which I think is the right move. And we'll go right into that. Then maybe Thunderclap, just keep the vulnerability up. It's only a couple points less than the pure strike. It just keeps the vulnerability rolling. Alright, starting to take a little bit more damage here. Armaments, still probably a better idea here. Just upgrade a few things. Probably just a couple strikes. Or probably, actually, pommel strikes definitely just pure better. Although maybe just the defend. It's going to draw 2 cards. I mean, it's still more damage. It's fine if it draws a couple cards. Just try to mitigate all that damage for right now. Again, if we dip below 43, I'm fine with that. I mean, we're going to be able to get the strength to help us. But I don't know that we want to rush it. Alright, still want to upgrade things. Let's do 1 Iron Wave here. Although we won't be able to do Reaper if we would do that. He's in a good space to do Reaper, but we've actually already got blocked from most of it. You know what, let's go ahead and Reaper. Get a little bit of a healing real quick. It's not going to do a ton of damage. But at least that's just a little bit of healing while he's vulnerable. Oh, we forgot we took that damage there. From the burn. Alright, so he's going to shield up here. Probably Thunderclap to make him vulnerable. Twin Strike for sure. And then it's probably just a regular strike at this point. Those burns starting to hurt. He's got a pretty big shield here. He does have some strength now. Let's start with Pommel Strike to see what we get, I guess, maybe. I could just bash to get the vulnerable up and just 1 defend. You know what? That's probably better. Get some vulnerable, 1 defend, mitigate some of this damage, and we're going to be okay. We're very close to the skull. Really nothing to upgrade here. So, start with a Pommel Strike, see what we get. Thunderclap. We're going to take damage from the burns, but we'll throw 1 defend and 1 strike. I know we're on a little bit of a timer here, so maybe I should be pushing it a little bit more, accepting some of this damage. This will put us below 43, though. It's going to give us our strength. 43.5, technically. Ooh, 30 points of damage coming in. Ouch. Well, a couple Iron Waves would block quite a bit, actually. And it's just a matter of whether or not we want to drop the Twin Strike or we want to drop a Defend. I think we got to drop the Defend. It's going to be a big hit here, but I think it goes back down small again after this, maybe? Bunch of burns, though. Upgraded burns. Oh, yeah, this is just a smaller. I think we're going to be fine here. So, we'll drop the Thunderclap. Him invulnerable. Do this. See what cards we get. Alright, we don't need the armaments at the moment. Well, I mean, we could. Let's just pour in the damage. I think we're going to be okay. We got plenty of, say, 4, 8, 12. We're still okay. We still got this thing up here if we need it. We're going to full heal after this, so that's why I'm playing it a little bit more reckless than maybe I should. Alright, that's 14 points of damage. A bit more. Do we have lethal here? Yeah. We got lethal. So I was looking at it, I was like, do I need to defend? But we got lethal. I've always been a huge fan of Barricade. And it is a power. So we have bonuses for power. Offering is also excellent as well. It's already upgraded Barricade, though. It's an upgraded Barricade because of the power card that we're getting. And then we also have the Mummified Hand. We're just going to make something cheaper. I think we're going to grab Barricade. I've always been a huge fan of that. When you would die, heal to 50%. Okay. In return, you no longer discard your hand. It's an interesting combo with Pocket Watch. It's going to give us a ridiculous amount of cards. Choose and add 5 cards to your hand. Tend to just add the Blizzard Tail, just, you know, some little bit of protection. Yeah, why not? We'll play it a little bit safe. We'll go Lizard Tail. Probably should have picked up the cards, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, well that's the first act. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in there, and when we come back, we will do act number 2. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.